Hey everybody, welcome to the Adventure Archive. We have a special treat for you today. If you recall, we put a poll up many moons ago about the kinds of games, other games that you'd like to see on the channel. And this one was near the top of the list. And that is The One Ring by Free League. And so Matt is going to run this one. It is the starter set. Is it Overhill and Underhill?
Correct. Yep. Overhill and Underhill. I don't know if
Yeah, it's kind of coming in. So that's what we're playing today. And I'll hand it off to Matt to kick things off.
Okay. So, hey, everybody. Real quick, I also want to just mention that we're going to be listening to music from the album Dungeon Drone by Idols of the Last King. Lawrence gave us permission to use his amazing music for our games, and so that's what we're going to be listening to now. Currently, the track that we're listening to is called "The Journey Home." So go check out his stuff. It's really good. He has a bunch of albums, so go buy his music.
Yeah, I'll drop the links to his stuff down below as well in the video.
Cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So it is the year 2965 of the Third Age, and the Shadow is returning. 24 years ago, an alliance of elves, men, and dwarves defeated a horde of orcs and wild wolves under a sky darkened by giant bats, inaugurating a new era of prosperity for the free peoples. But 20 years is a long time for peace to last, and in many dark corners of the earth, a shadow is lengthening once again. Rumors of strange things happening outside the borders of civilized lands are spreading with the increased regularity, and while they are dismissed by most as fireside tales and children's stories, they sometimes reach the ears of individuals who recognize the sinister truth they hide. These are restless warriors, curious scholars, and wanderers, always eager to seek what was lost or explore what was forgotten. Ordinary people call them adventurers, and when they prevail, they hail them as heroes. But if they fail, no one will even remember their names. Your characters belong to a company, a tight-knit group of adventurers based in the town of Bree. They know each other and have worked together for some time, protecting the simple folk of the area from bone-chilling dangers coming from the houseless hills beyond. At the start of this adventure, you're relaxing at the Prancing Pony in early September, having recently assisted the bounders of the Shire with some troubles on their northern borders. And let me go ahead and I think I have see if this works.
Oh, Lore Master, I have a quick question.
Of course.
What year was it?
The year is 2965.
2965.
You checking your calendar or something? Making sure you can go on this quest with us?
Making notes. Yeah.
So let me see if I do all players. Does that pop up a picture for y'all?
Oh, yeah. Let me
Yes.
center it.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do some character introductions. You guys tell me who you're playing as you are relaxing in a late summer evening at the Prancing Pony. Let's see. I'll just go down the list as I have them. Doing here, Eagle Nose.
Yes. I'm Kirk. New to all this, so please forgive me.
Yeah, welcome, Kirk. New player.
Oh, yeah.
Totally forgot. See, it's already like he's been here forever. We totally forgot to introduce him.
Yeah.
It's all right. But yes, Dwin here, Eagle Nose. Do we just read the whole thing?
Sure. However you want to do it. If you want to read it, or if you want to just however you want to introduce them.
Okay, I'll just read the card. Not many years have passed since you began your ranging among the woods and hills of Eriador. Sometimes you travel with fellow rangers to benefit from your experience, but often you journey alone, especially when visiting settlements of common folk to buy supplies or gather news. The people in Archet have taken to calling you Eagle Nose, while elsewhere you are given worse names by those who forget they enjoy peace only because of your kin's constant struggle against bandits, wolves, and worse. Yet the names do not bother you. You have vowed to protect these lands, finding purpose not in titles, but in the peace and your deeds bring.
Hmm.
But yeah, he's sort of like he's a ranger of the north.
I like the nickname Eagle Nose, but you've been called worse.
Right. Like that's the bad thing inherently, apparently.
Yeah.
He does have a big nose.
Yeah, it does. I know they did the artwork in profile, so you could really see.
It's very accentuated.
Okay, awesome. Next up is Gira, daughter of Galtar.
Right. I totally did not practice what voice I was going to do for this.
Lady voice. Get your lady voice ready, Ducky.
All right, it is time.
Oh, shit, that's not bad, actually.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
I know. I was like, holy shit.
I was just a baby when Smog the Terrible fell on Loic Town. I have no memory of escaping the fire or marching to the Vale, where Bard the Dragon Slayer became king. I do know the story, though, as told countless times by Gotar, the king's Senskul, my father. It is a story I love, a story of valor, a story of hardiness and courage. The story of my father and my folk, not yours. That's where it ends.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was great.
All
I
right,
wasn't planning on reading my character's introduction in the voice, but I guess I'm fucking have to now.
All right, yeah. Next up is Mintha Northhooks.
You're on mute, Joey.
My bad.
There you go.
I don't know how I ended up on mute. Mentha of the North Tukes. Your other relatives blame your lunacy on Aunt Rosamunda, Munda's half-gross birthday, when your not enough distant cousin Paladin II filled your head with stories of dwarf lords, dangerous monsters, and lost relics hidden in the dark corners of the Shire. From that moment on, you were not the same hobbit lass anymore, always dreaming of mysteries and adventures. And what Mentha basically did was she left without saying goodbye, unable to wait for her coming of age. She's not even an adult yet by hobbit standards, because you don't become an adult until 33. And she's been traveling, and now she travels with you lot. And she's a treasure hunter.
Right, awesome.
And I don't know what kind of voice I'm going to do. I might do one like this.
You totally should. You should.
I smoke a lot of the halfling leaf all the time. Rough on my throat. But I don't know.
We'll
All
figure
right.
it out. We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah, definitely. Last up is Regin Stonefist.
Regin. I was wondering how to pronounce his name. I wasn't if it was Reagan, Regin,
No,
Regin.
however you want.
Regin,
not sure
Regin
either.
sounds better than Reagan. Reagan sounds too ordinary. But so I have scant memories of my father. He was a traveling blacksmith who would be home only at Yule, bringing gifts and telling all sorts of wondrous tales. And one winter he did not come home. I was told that he had died struck by a poisoned arrow near the Goblin Gate. And after many years toiling at the forges, I have decided to leave my home and find myself on the road for the first time. At last I feel close to my father once more, as the memories of the tales he shared by the fire's glow now guide me in carving my own fate. So, lost my father, after working at the forge many years, deciding to finally take to the road. And I'm 76 years old. I don't know what that is in Dwarvish, but yeah, that's me.
All right, awesome. So you guys are all sitting around a table. The evening has been pleasant, and you and your companions have all enjoyed much of the pony's fine beer. But you didn't come to the inn merely for cheer. Lady Gilrayan, your patron and wise counselor, arranged a meeting with a fellow named Rupert Rushlight, a hunter who has a tale of great interest to tell. When an old man with a limp and a bandaged eye approaches your table, you politely invite him to sit. "Greetings. I am Rupert Rushlight," he says in a weathered voice. "We share a friend in Lady Gilrayan." And he glances around the room cautiously before lowering his voice to tell his tale. 3 weeks ago, while hunting in the eastern foothills of the North Downs, I was caught in a sudden storm. Seeking refuge from the biting wind, I stumbled upon a ring of ancient stones atop a hill. Though not a place I'd usually choose for rest, I hoped to find a cave or some kind of shelter there. On the bare summit, I noticed several tracks encircling a shallow pit at the center of a ring of stones. As I moved closer to inspect it, a cloud veiled the moon, enveloping everything in deep darkness. I barely remember what happened next. The air turned deathly cold, colder than any winter's night, as I recall watching my breath freezing before me. And I felt it, an ancient presence, powerful and malevolent, searching for me. When a terrifying growl echoed across the hills around me, I knew I had been discovered. Rupert pauses. His hands are trembling as he takes a sip from his tankard. He's kind of sloshing it all over the place as he tries to get a little bit down. I ran, fleeing from the drowned hill as fast as I could, nearly all the way to Bree. I told the rangers, and word reached Lady Gilrayan. She asked me to tell you my story, and so I did. But I beg you, don't ask me to return to those cursed stones. And he kind of reaches down to his side, and from a pouch, he pulls a envelope with a wax seal on it, and he sets it on the table and slides it forward. Which of you would take the envelope?
I probably would. So I reach out, slam my hand onto the envelope, and pull it toward me.
Okay. Yeah, you instantly recognize the seal, the wax seal that is holding it closed, as the seal of Lady Gilrayan, who is your patron. And just so, like, as far as like kind of like interesting lore goes, so Lady Gilrayan is Aragorn's mother. She's been sponsoring your exploits and providing support and advice on some of the adventures that you've taken. So you know her sigil quite well.
Oh,
And
y'all know what Aragorn was doing during this time?
What was Aragorn doing this time?
He was serving Rohan. He was serving the king of Rohan. Bengal.
What happened to your window, Joey? It got all... That was weird.
Oh, I got disconnected.
Yeah, you vanished, so now...
Yeah.
Like you entered somewhere else, so let me fix
Did
it.
I?
Yeah, I'll fix
I can do that. I have that power. I came from another place. Yeah, for all you Lord of the Rings nerds, Aragorn is going by the name of Thorongil at this time.
Ah, you're gonna be the chronicler of the historian, I guess, right?
A little bit.
Love it.
And what year is it? 2965. 2965 minus.
So I guess I'm gonna open this thing.
All right. So you
34 years old.
let's see. Let me see if I can share this so you can see it.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sorry I missed a lot of what was said because it was really weird. I just disconnected and both my screens turned into fuzzy images, like old school TVs. And I was like, what's going on? But
All right, I guess I'll start from the beginning.
no,
Samara's gonna crawl through your monitor, man, and that'll be it.
Mentho was scoffing down food, not paying attention. We'll just go with that.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, you were sitting there, not really interested in what was happening until this guy produced an envelope, slammed it on the table.
Sounds good.
So, are you able to see the handout?
I can see it. Yeah. So
That's
I guess
cool.
I'll read it.
Yeah.
All right, gather round here, friends. We have a note to read, or rather, I do. It reads, "Dear friends, I hope this letter finds you in good spirits, for I write to you with a heart heavy with concern. Just days ago, I chanced upon the disturbing story of a hunter from Bree named Rupert, who returned from the North Downs. His tale left me deeply troubled, for he spoke of experiencing a profound dread, the feeling that an ancient shadow had awakened in the dark hills. And as I pondered his account, my thoughts turned to you, valiant friends. Ha! That's us. Whose courage I greatly esteem. I asked Rupert to find you and share his story, something he has done if you are reading these words. I fear that this dark presence may pose a grave threat, not only to those who dwell near the Downs, but possibly to all who call Eridor home. I urge you to travel north to seek the source of this malevolence before it stirs further unrest. You possess the valor and wisdom. Aye, we do, don't we? To confront this darkness. May your path be guided by light of hope, and may you return with the knowledge and courage to face whatever lurks in the hills, with the deepest respect and heartfelt worry. Gilrayan." Well, dark times indeed, eh?
Sounds like we'll die.
Oh, don't be so pessimistic just yet.
Yeah, as you finish reading that, you know that Rupert's tale does sound strange. You know well that the world is full of such dark mysteries, especially far from Bree's warmth. But if little Lady Gelrayan thinks that it is worth investigating, it is not to be ignored. She's not led you astray in the past.
Okay.
So yeah, he sits there like watching you read this hunter Rupert, and is kind of like shaking with fear. It seems kind of quaking as he's trying to drink his ale. So one thing that this game will ask you to do is like not often will it say like everybody roll this type of skill check. You'll kind of decide which of you would be the best suited to do something based on like what you're good at. So in order to like kind of gain some insight into his story and the letter that you just read, I would ask if anybody wants to try to maybe like help calm him down and maybe persuade him to share further details from his story. Whoever will be best at either a persuade or a courtesy roll.
Persuade,
So
courtesy.
yeah, on your sheet you'll notice that I'm just going to open one just so I can see. There's the 3 attributes, and then underneath each of those 3 attributes are a bunch of skills. the ones that you are good at are the ones that have the extra diamonds filled in.
Yeah. So,
So-
Mentha's not favored in either skill, but I have 2 points in each skill. That's where she stands with that.
Yeah, me, I have 1. I'm not favored either, so
Mhm.
I'd be even worse than
I have nothing in both.
Oh,
I
What
think
say
I'm
you, Giro?
favored in persuade. I have 3.
there you go. Well,
Persuade?
Gira's the persuasion person, I guess.
Mentha will tug on Dunhere's jacket, and she'll say, "What's the North Downs? You're from the North? What goes on there? What is that?"
Who are you?
Yeah, who are you
Who
talking
are
to?
you?
Dunhere, Kirk's character.
Oh, Kirk's
Oh.
character. That's what I thought. I was. He just ignores you all the time. That's the relationship, I think.
Dunhere probably knows, but poor Kirk doesn't know anything about the North.
I know you're trying to pull lore out of him.
Not really.
All right. So
So
she'll take his silence and she'll start eating on another biscuit or something.
So, Ducky, you said that your character is favored in at least one of those skills.
Yeah, I might be able to persuade him.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and give me a persuasion test? So you should be able to just click on the word persuade on your character sheet. I don't know if that will create a pop-up where you have to
Yeah, usually it does.
answer
What I
anything.
saw.
Yeah, it gave me like a 12 questionnaire.
Whoa. Well, let me click one and see. Okay.
Whoa,
Perfect.
there you go. Yeah. Oh no,
All
you
right.
rolled. Was that an Eye of Sauron?
Yeah.
That was, which just means it's a 0. It doesn't count for
Right.
anything. If you do roll the Gandalf rune, it's an automatic success, and then all of those, and those are on your feat dice, and then on your all of your success dice have to equal your target number in that of that attribute.
Gotcha.
So you would have had to hit, let's see,
16.
16. Yeah.
I got 15.
Oh,
Yep.
so close.
So close. Yeah, I think that you probably reach out and try to calm him down, which does have an effect. You can see that he stops shaking so much from fear. But he's kind of gotten out everything that he wants to with the story and is just not interested in going into more details about it.
So I'll, I guess I'll notice Rupert kind of being uneasy, and I'll say, "Fear not, Rupert. We will not ask you to go back there. We shall take it from here, friend."
Thank you so much. Thank you for doing this, and praise Lady Gilrayan.
Aye, praise the lady.
Go ahead and if anybody favored in lore.
I think I have an orc lore, but I think that's something else. Let me check my character sheet really quick. Favored in lore. I have just a one little tick mark, but I'm not favored. As favored is when it's in the main one, right?
Yeah.
To the left of the name. Yeah. And all that means is that you'll roll 2 of the
D12s, right?
the feat dice.
Feet dice, yeah.
And basically you're rolling an advantage. If you're not favored in it, you'll always roll one feat dice no matter what you roll. But the little ticks that are to the right of it are the amount of success dice that you are rolling. So the more success dice, the better chance you are of hitting your target number.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, I just basically try to reassure him, Yeah.
He definitely feels pretty reassured. He but he is just interested in like sitting here. He seems to be enjoying the warmth of the tavern, and he knows that being around you all, seasoned adventurers, that he is safe probably for the first time in days. So he's definitely at ease.
Okay.
I'm just kind of looking at everybody's character sheets just to see if I can tell who. So far,
Kirk has 2 lore.
it looks like yeah. So Dwin here, if you wouldn't mind giving me a lore roll.
What do I roll?
So you're going to hit the on lore underneath the wits attribute. You should have lore at the bottom next it has 2 those diamonds next to it.
Yeah, you just click on the word and it should pop up.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to
okay.
click on it also just so I can see that the pop-up screen just to see what it looks like. Okay, so let's see. You're not weary. You're not miserable. So it should be just as it is. So you can hit on that pop-up. You can hit roll at the bottom on the left hand. It should go ahead and roll all your dice for you.
Okay.
Okay, so a 9, which is also a failure. So, yeah, you are trying to piece together some of the details in his story, and you're not really sure of any of the background about this area that he's describing. This hill with these standing stones at the top of it.
Hence the silence earlier.
See, it was total like in character. There you go.
Yep. Okay, yeah. So, so he's like, I will be staying at the inn for a few days before heading out again. I don't know, but hopefully, if you all are going to visit this hill to find out what is going on, to be able to solve this before I even approach that region again. Hopefully, you don't encounter what I did. And everything is fine. Maybe it was all in my head.
Oh, either way, we are a hardy bunch. I'm sure we'll be fine. But before you retire, is there anything else, any other pieces of information that might benefit us?
Oh, well, let me see. Why don't you go ahead and make either a persuade or a courtesy roll?
Okay, I will try to do courtesy, because that's it's about as good as I got.
Nope.
Another failure.
That should be a 4. Yep.
Yeah, it's a terrible night at the Prancing Pony right now.
Yeah.
No, it was dark, and I was scared out of my wits. I ran as fast as I could. I've been doing nothing but trying to forget it ever since. No, unfortunately, I have nothing more to share.
No worries, friend. I understand. You take your rest now.
Thank you. And he will get up and kind of shuffle away into the crowd. And the Prancing Pony is jumping right now. There are folks of all sort around, and actually have.
I kind of want to see if I can observe people. So clearly, the Rupert guy came in. Did anybody react to him strangely, or were they just kind of all busy with their own business? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you kind of got that vibe. He is like not kind of a nondescript figure. Nothing really stands out about him, and he kind of looks like a lot of the other people that are patrons of the tavern. So yeah, he does not stand out, and nobody really reacted to him.
Okay.
But I do have a table of what is an evening at the Prancing Pony. So, I don't know if it will just allow you to roll a feat die, but you can roll. If not,
it will a D12, right?
A D12. Yep. And so, as far as the ones that are the symbols, The I believe that the eye is an 11 and Gandalf's rune is a 12, or
Mhm.
maybe it's the other way around.
Okay.
See
You just
if
need
I-
one of us to roll the 12?
Yeah, just one of you can roll a d12 or a feat die.
Who wants
I'll
to
do
You're
it.
going to do it? Okay, you go
Yeah.
for it.
Oh, okay. So let me see. Okay. Yeah. So as you're kind of like sitting at this table, everything there's music playing. People are drinking and having a good time. It's the middle of summer, so people are also going in and out of the tavern. You see a small family of humans. Looks like a man and a woman and two children. You watch them as they kind of like walk around in a group, and they approach a few different patrons in the tavern, and you can't really hear what they're saying to them, but like the person that they approach kind of like in every circumstance kind of like waves them off and is like, you can see them kind of like, no, leave us alone, that kind of thing. And eventually they come up, they approach your table, and the male of the group says, I was wondering, can you help us? We're searching for refuge. We lived along the greenway, but we are looking for. We're asking for coin, for the generosity of strangers in these times are. Unfortunately, we are looking. We're very hungry, and we're looking for a place to stay for the night. Is there any way that you can help us? And the kids are like looking at you, kind of like they're, very like trying to put on the sympathy a little bit. They're, quietly like their bottom lips are quivering a little bit. And
I kind of want to observe them and see. Does anything seem amiss? Is this kind of a charade I've seen before? Does it feel genuine to me? I'm gonna kind of like look at the way they're standing, the way the kids are. Maybe, I don't know, just kind of an overall observation to see if I can glean anything from their demeanor.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking at your skills to see what would kind of apply.
Okay.
Maybe I think scan might be one, although I think that kind of means
Scan, you said?
Yeah. Because I don't know if explorer really fits. But I'm looking up the description of what those skills mean.
Might be able to. Let's see here. Scan is. I'm not bad in scan, actually.
Or awareness. Awareness kind of works also. I noticed you don't have the amount of.
No, I would just. It would be like I guess just a feat die roll, right?
No. Yeah, scan. When examining something closely or attentively, the skill allows a player hero to skim through a book or locate a piece of relevant information, look for concealed doors, hidden inscriptions, recognize a familiar face in a crowd, or locate a set of tracks on the ground. So I think scan could apply to this if you're kind of like observing this group.
Yeah, it's strictly like I wasn't sure if it would be insight, but like it's strictly like just observing them physically, listening to their voices, looking at their faces. So
yeah,
I guess I'll so you want me to roll a scan then?
Yeah, scan looks good.
Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, a success
with a 23. So you were looking to try to beat your target number of 15.
Yeah.
So great. Yeah, their clothes, you notice they're kind of not dirty but dingy. They've been wearing them for maybe a few days. You actually notice that there is some soot on them, and their faces are dirty. They seem to be honestly looking for help and don't seem to be like, maybe you've met people who have been trying to like swindle or take advantage of people in the past, and these don't seem to be that. This seems to be a family like honestly looking for help.
All right. I'll say, I believe we can be of some help for you. You seem the genuine sort.
And I'm gonna look around to the rest of my company, and
well, what say the rest of you? Do you think we can muster up enough coin to give this poor family some food and a place to stay?
I know what it's like to be without a home.
Well, why did they leave the Greenway?
He looks over, the wife looks over at you and says, "Oh, our home burned down. It was struck by lightning, and we barely got away, and Bree was the closest place that we could go. We just needed a little help. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much. Anything that you can give us, we would be so appreciative."
Okay. So I'm gonna, I guess, check. Let me look at my character sheet. I don't know if I have money or not. Is it listed?
So it should be based on your standard of living. Money is, yeah.
You're loaded.
Yeah,
Mine
my
says
standard.
prosperous.
I think that's what mine is too. Let me look really quick.
Kirk's broke.
Yes, I'm prosperous. So it's kind of like a vague, like money isn't. You don't count coins in this.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
And that would include like if you go and went into like a shop or into a tavern, if you were looking to buy a meal, there's not like a meal it costs this amount. It's just, can you afford it? Then you can buy it.
I like that. That's a cool sort of, because I feel like counting coins in a lot of games is sort of gets tedious.
Gets hand waved often anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
it's just
Yeah.
mechanical
So
hand waving.
I guess I'll take out enough coin, since I am a prosperous dwarf of Durin's folk. I'm gonna pull out enough coin to make sure they're accommodated for, I guess, a few days, unless that's yeah, I guess I'll ask.
Good sir, how long do you need to stay here?
Maybe a few days at most. We will be traveling to the west. My wife has family that lives there, that we can stay with them until we can figure out what we are going to do next. But anything that you can provide, so that we can get a good night's sleep and get ready to, before we travel. We would appreciate it so much. And I hate to ask. I don't want to be a burden or a beggar. But sometimes I feel like you have to rely on the kindness of strangers sometimes. And I appreciate it so much.
There is nothing to fear, nothing to worry about. We've all fallen on hard times.
And I kind of am thinking about my father, who went missing or perhaps died, and it's kind of just observing them and seeing the kids and all that, and I get a little misty-eyed, I guess. But I hide it because I'm a dwarf. I don't show weakness, and I'll take out enough coin to help them stay for a few days, and then also maybe a little bit extra, and I'll just say, and just take care of the children.
Yes, the wife takes what you're offering, and she says, "Oh, we certainly will. Thank you so much. Thank you. You don't understand how much this means. You really are helping. What what a great person you are. And all of you. Thank you so much. And she shuffles the kids away, and the husband stays back a second and reaches out his hand to shake yours.
Yeah, I'll
And,
definitely shake his hand. Yeah.
He says, "This will not be forgotten. Thank you again."
Oh,
And then he turns and
my
joins his
pleasure.
family.
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe a couple seconds after that, the owner of the Prancing Pony, Barnabas Butterbur, who
I love
is
the
kind
names in
of
this. So good.
right.
I haven't read Tolkien in so long, and they're so Tolkien. It's great.
He approaches your table and he says, "Oh, good evening. I witnessed what had just happened. Thank you so much. May I offer you all ale on the house, of course."
Well, a dwarf never denies.
All of you, then.
I can't
And he
speak for
kind
the
of like
rest of
looks
them.
at all of you to see if he
Yeah, I
can
kind of
refill
look
your
around
glasses.
and see if anybody else seems interested.
Mentha will put her hand up. She'll take one.
Pint for you, then. We do have pints. Not everywhere does.
I'll take one as well.
Perfect. Yes. And you, sir, Ranger.
Fine, I'll take another.
Don't get excited about it. It's just it's the best ale in all of Bree on the house. No worries. And he walks away to go and get your beverages. Yeah. So the rest of the evening, it continues to be busy and wait into the late hours. But is there anything that you all would want to do before like preparing as you're like looking at to where you would like to go?
Mentha will just make light talk, at least, like when we're conversating about whatever. She'll mention, so we're going somewhere we're not really sure, and we don't really know the full story of what happened.
Sounds like an adventure to me.
Okay. It's just peculiar a little, that's all.
The best
Don't
ones
worry
are.
yourself, young hobbit. I know those lands well.
Right.
Aye, we have a ranger. Mentha. You have nothing to fear.
All right, she'll feel a little better.
Yeah. Even
After
though
that.
his story didn't quite was not quite complete, you know, I'm sure we can figure it out with the few details he did provide.
Well, if it gets really bad and you all start to die, I'll just hide.
I just chuckle at that while I'm downing my pint.
Well, that is what hobbits do best. Hide, isn't it?
Mhm. We're really good at hiding.
Go on then, drink up, drink up.
Yeah, she takes a big swig of a pint. You can't even see her face.
Yeah, it's like a big
Yeah.
hobbit hole in her face.
How old is she? Her age was on there. 29. Okay. Shouldn't be drinking.
That's not hobbit age for drinking.
Apparently not. 33 is adult. But you become an adult at 33 as a hobbit.
I won't tell anyone.
Thank you.
Actually, I'm gonna while we drink,
Yeah.
I'm gonna again sort of observe around, see if anybody seems out of the ordinary, strange, maybe just something's amiss. Anybody seems just out of sorts or out of place in this, or is it just kind of like you know, the normal fare?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and you can make one of the. You could do a scan. You could do an. I think observation was one of them.
Yeah, whatever you want me to roll. Let me see here. Let me go back to my sheet.
Yeah. Let's.
I don't
Awareness
see
and
observe.
scan.
I see
Scan.
scan. Do you want me to do scan again, or do you want me to do
I
something
mean,
else?
I like it because you're really good at it. So I think it fits for the
Yeah,
it
I
fits
guess
for the
so.
room. There's a
Okay.
lot of things that could work, but I think that one does work.
A great success.
All right. Yeah. So you look around the room, and you do see Rupert, the hunter.
Mhm.
He is sitting at a table by himself, kind of off in the corner, smoking a pipe and drinking an ale. Does seem kind of relaxed, but you like as you're kind of you scan the room, you focus kind of on him. He is sitting by himself, and you watch him as he is looking around, and he kind of he's doing his own bit of scanning of the room.
Ooh.
And his eyes fall on a framed map of the region that is hanging above the table, and he just kind of like stops and stares at it. And you watch as he's just kind of like his eyes are moving over this map.
I guess I'm gonna finish the rest of my drink and approach his table.
Yeah, he's surprised as you approach. He kind of is really focused on it. So whenever your shadow kind of like falls across the table, he kind of like starts and looks at you and says, "Oh yes, Master Dwarf."
Rupert, how are the nerves? How are the nerves treating you?
I'm feeling much better now. Now that I've
good to hear.
gotten that story off my chest.
Good to hear. I couldn't help but notice that you were observing that there map on the wall.
Oh yes. And he looks up at it and says, "I can't believe I ran that far. It took maybe a full day, maybe even longer. But I was so very scared that I barely was able to stop and catch my breath. I covered quite a distance."
So
Go
ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and share the map that he's looking at
Oh, okay, cool.
so that you can kind of see. Let me see if I can.
Oh yeah. Let me close all this down. Yeah, big map.
Yep, big map. But you should be able to find Bree.
Bree is where this little book is.
It is. Oh, I didn't know if you could see the book. Okay.
Oh wait, it went away. Weird. Yeah, it's gone now. So that's
I
Bree.
don't see a book. I see a ring icon.
Yeah, I see a ring
the
icon
ring.
now.
Yeah, that's the party icon. So
Okay.
Oh, okay.
you guys are all there. The book icon I wasn't sure about. It's a Foundry thing. I could like link pictures to certain parts or information. So
it vanished the second I like moused over.
Oh,
it,
interesting.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was just the picture of inside of the prancing pony. I had linked there as I was trying to figure out Foundry. So if you can't see the book, I didn't think you would be able to. But if you can see the ring,
Yeah.
then that is where your party is.
And where? Yeah, I guess where do I know where he came from then? Where this place might be in relation to where we are?
So you know the North Downs is to the north. There's the fortress of Fornost that is up that road, the Greenway.
Oh wow, it's way up there in the North Downs. Okay, I see now. I got to zoom out. Okay.
But he, as he's like sitting there looking, he says that he ran through the wild for a while, and until he found the road, and then followed the road back down to Bree.
Oh, I see. Okay. Wow.
So yeah, he says, "Oh yes, it was the hill with the stones. It was up in that area, wild country."
It's a miracle you made it back here so safely. It is quite the journey, friend.
I agree. Although I was running so quickly, I'm sure that whatever was chasing me would not have been able to keep up, or anybody that saw me thought I was probably a lunatic running at that pace in the night. Anybody that saw me would have left me alone, I'm guessing.
Do I know roughly like distance on this map, like how far that would be?
Yeah. So
like a day, 2 days march?
It'd probably be about 2 days just regular journeying.
Okay.
Which is about 3. You can see the grid. I forget what they're called.
Hexes?
The hexes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's about 3 hexes per day.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah. And he will indicate a part of the map. He'll kind of stand up a little bit and kind of point at it, and his finger kind of leaves a little bit of a mark in the dust on the surface. And he says, "It was around here that I found this hill." And you can see that there is a little bit of a marking on the map. Yes. So I ran to the southwest until I found the road, and then followed that back to Bree. Otherwise, I may have been lost in the Weather Hills or the marshes to the east.
I don't know that looking at this here map is going to settle your mind, friend. Why don't you take a seat by the fire and enjoy the merriment over there? What say you?
He looks at you, and his eyes kind of linger on you as he kind of takes in what you said. Just for so the way that rolling kind of works, it probably works this way in a lot of other things, is you're not really supposed to roll if it's something that is easy, that doesn't really have a consequence. But because we're just trying everything out and just making sure everything, if you want to roll maybe in hearten or persuade.
Yeah, sure. Let me get my
and those, if you roll them and you don't have anything in the diamonds on your success dice, and you're not that's not one of your mark skills, then you'll just roll a feat die.
Feat die. You said you said hearten?
In hearten?
Oh, in hearten.
Yeah.
I guess either way it doesn't matter.
No, unless
I feel like in hearten.
Unless you can roll something else if you want to just try justify a different roll or a different skill.
No, I'm not really the best person for this kind of conversation. So I'm gonna just do in hearten and see what happens. Definitely a failure.
He says, maybe I will after a while, but I am enjoying the solitude of this table. It's kind of away from everyone else, and he says, "But yes, that fire does seem warm, but maybe a little bit too warm for a September evening."
Very well, friend. Well, I shall leave you alone now, and enjoy your drink, enjoy the view, and if you change your mind, well, we'll be right over there.
And I guess I'll leave him. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I guess
yeah, he could just continues to sit at the table, smoke, and he's off in his own world.
Okay,
I got a quick question.
Yep.
How does it determine the difficulty for the tests we make? Because I thought it was by the target number.
As far as skill rolls go,
Yeah, like his difficulty said 17.
Mhm.
So he needed to get a 17 or better, but I'm curious, how does it generate that difficulty?
yeah,
It's based on I think it's based on your ability in the relevant stat, right?
it is. Yeah. So
I think it's a
mean,
20. It starts at a 20, and then you subtract whatever number, if I remember
Okay.
correctly, and that's what that difficulty.
Okay.
Yes.
I was just curious how since this is like for us to learn and viewers to learn, like
Yeah,
how is it?
I think it's well. Let me check really quick. Let me check my let's see my. So my heart is 17. Yeah, it must be just pulling from heart, my ability heart.
Okay.
And because these are pre-gens, I don't know how you determine those. I'm guessing we roll if we're creating our characters, and
Yeah,
maybe it
probably.
starts from that. Yeah.
Okay. Neat.
Oh, I'm looking at that, and that does not equal 20. Oh, your heart should be a 3.
Oh, it should be. I filled it
Yep,
out wrong.
there you go.
Okay.
Oh, it is. It's calculating it wrong.
Oh, interesting.
Um,
Well, I thought it's supposed to be a target number 17, because if my heart's 3, that would be 20 minus 3, which is 17, right?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I
no.
see what it says. It says it was 2.
yeah.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah, maybe it's
But it's
like
only equaling up to 19. But on the actual sheet, the pre-gen character sheet, it does have a 3 as your rating for your heart rating. So I don't know why why it's automatically adjusting to only to equal 19.
I don't know.
Or no, wait.
So wait, I'm looking at.
You're looking at the.
You're right. I was looking at the wrong character. Okay, 2 and 17. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's not equal. That doesn't equal 20 for your character.
Yeah, it equals 19 for the heart.
But you're right. On the sheet, it also does not equal 9. It only equals 19. So I'm sure that there is something that knocks it down a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll return to my table.
Okay.
Our friend over there, he's so fixated on the map on the wall. I don't know if any of you also noticed, but I tried to get him away from it, Probably not good for his mind in his current state. But he showed me where he came from on the map. So I feel like we have a good direction, a good idea of the journey ahead of us.
All right. We're not going anywhere near Fornost, are we?
Oh, a little bit. It's off the beaten path, you might say, but it's in that general direction.
I'm going to have another drink. She will get another drink.
Careful there, lass. You don't want to get too muddled for tomorrow.
So one other thing about your skill rolls, I'm just kind of like looking at everybody's sheets. You all have something called hope under your resources.
Mm-hmm.
So hope is something that everybody should have a number of, and your hope, you have a max, and then your current hope should be equal to that max at this point.
Oh, really? I wasn't sure. I was curious. Same thing with endurance, like what the current is.
Yes,
They're blank.
Yeah, go ahead and if it's blank, go ahead and match it to your max.
Is it to the max, or does load subtract from that, or no?
No, load. The way that it kind of works is if your load is based on the different things that you're carrying, your weapons, your armor, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And if your load score, your endurance should be higher than your load score. So if
Gotcha.
your endurance, which are kind of like hit points, like if you get hit in combat,
Mhm.
you'll take from your endurance. If it goes below your load score, you will become weary.
Gotcha.
And which means that you'll suffer whenever making skill rolls or
Okay.
that kind of thing until you can raise your endurance back over your load. But you can also, in order to help with that, you can take off armor or that kind of thing in order to drop your load score so that you're no longer weary.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
you manage to get that up. So at this point, because you've been, if you were injured in the past, you've been here long enough to be able to get healed. Everybody should be sitting at full endurance and have your full amount,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well,
It's in my character sheet. I don't know if maybe did you add it? Because I don't remember doing
I
it.
did.
but-
I think
you
I did because it was
cool.
listed as weary. So as I was kind of like looking through everybody's stuff, I
Yeah,
was like,
because I when I was adding stuff in my character sheet, I was like clicking around and failing rolls and stuff. So I think something happened. But okay.
So with hope, you can spend points of hope in order to and give yourself added success dice.
Yeah, that's right.
So you can spend a hope. You can't spend more than one hope per skill check.
Okay.
But yeah, you can use that to give yourself an extra d6 for your skill roll, so that it could possibly give you some more chance of success.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So is there anything else that anybody would like to do tonight?
Not me. I think I'm
No.
pretty
Nope,
pretty
not
solid.
I. So, real
Go ahead
quick,
and move. Yeah, go for it.
I just want to give you guys an answer. So, Jason, the reason why your target is 17, even though you have a rating of 2, is because you have the prowess virtue, which allows you to lower one of your attribute TNs by 1. And I guess the pre-gen chose heart.
Okay. Cool.
Because I was like, this math ain't mathing, and I can't rest until it does.
Mystery solved.
So I figured it out.
1 second.
Okay.
It was driving me nuts.
I bet.
I'm like, why isn't this
You're
working?
like, this can't be broken. This can't be
Right.
broken.
Because it made me worried about the rest of it. Like, what if the rest of these calculations are broken?
Yeah.
And math is my worst subject, so I knew something was really fucked up. I noticed it.
Thank you for checking.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be
Because I was
the
wondering.
rules lawyer.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and move to the next morning. You get up from your good night's sleep and prepare to begin your journey. So essentially, you're going to have to head in that general direction.
Mhm.
You'll probably the easiest way to kind of get there is to follow the road for a certain amount of time, and then you'll want to go off the road and into the wilderness at some point in order to find this location.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna begin a journey.
Nice.
So for this, you're gonna want to take the Greenway, which is the name of the road. And you're going to want to travel that for a while before you exit the road. The month of September, so with summer still ongoing, you'll probably, let's see, it'll probably be about 2 days, depending on how well your travel goes, for you to reach your destination. So let me get to the journey part of the book. Okay, so your path is kind of like set for you. So that's kind of like the first thing that you would want to do is set your journey path, where you're going and which route you want to take in order to get there.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to choose roles. for your journey. So everybody's going to select one of 4 roles that you'll be taking on as you journey. So the different roles are you can choose to be a guide, where you're basically in charge of all the decisions concerning the route and rest and supplies. Somebody will need to be the hunter, which is in charge of finding food in the wild. Someone will need to be the lookout, which is in charge of keeping watch as you're journeying. And someone will need to be the scout, which is the person that is in charge of setting up camp and opening new trails.
Ah.
I'll be the lookout
Okay.
because I'm good at looking out. So just to clarify for the rest of you guys, I'm choosing lookout because that's an awareness roll, and I'm favored in awareness and have 3 pips. Guide uses travel, hunter uses hunting, and scout uses explore. So check your scores and see who's best for what. As far as I know, I'm the best for lookout.
I'm favored in hunting and have 2 pips, but with my explorer, I'm not favored, but I have 3 pips.
Okay.
My travel is only 2 pips, so
Yeah, my explorer is 2, but I am not favored in it. My travel is 3. Not favored though. So I guess I'd be better at the travel.
Or the guide.
Yeah, the guide, I guess so.
Yep. Yeah, the guides travel.
Follow me, friends. I
That
know the
leaves-
way.
You said Dwin here is he's favored in hunting.
yes.
Okay, so hunting would probably be good for him.
I figured he'd be like the best guide. Just because he's a ranger, but
That's true. You'd be good at probably either of them.
Yeah, I could kind of fit in a lot of those roles. It's just hunting is my most favorite thing.
okay.
So
And then the scout is for explore. How's your character Ducky?
Honestly, not good in any of them.
All right, so we're learning how to play. So this is technically metagaming, but it's fine because we're learning. So doing here would be best for Explorer because he's not favored, but he has 3 pips. And Gira would want hunting because although she's not favored, she has 2 pips in that, which is the most she has in any of these skills that we want to use. She's got no awareness. She has 1 explore, 1 travel. So hunting is her best chance of success at any 4 of the 4 of them.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, the character that you guys did not choose,
The elf.
yeah, is not great at any of them either.
Right.
I'm just kind of looking at her skills that she's favored in. It's none of those.
Nope.
You're my second choice too.
But that's okay. Like I said, anytime that you make a skill roll, you're going to be rolling a feat die, and if you roll a Gandalf rune, that's an automatic success no matter what you roll. So you always have a chance of succeeding in whatever you're trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay, so I have just to make sure I have Gira as the hunter, Regin as the guide, Mentha as the lookout, and Winhir as the explorer. Is that right?
Sounds right for me.
Sounds right.
All right. So the next thing in the journey is so you set out from Bree in the morning. walking along the greenway. Let's go ahead and have, let's see. Journeys can be dangerous as the traveling company experiences along the way a number of events representing threats and unexpected occurrences. The guide, the first thing will need to happen is the guide will need to make the first marching test, and which will be a travel roll.
Travel. All right, here we go.
Viewers, bear with us. We'll get better at this. Ooh.
Food.
Success.
Success. Okay, so, and did we roll any sixes? No. Okay.
No.
So, yeah, you begin your journey and you make it 3 hexes along the greenway.
Nice.
I'll put you right there. And let's see. With that, let me see. I should have a. This is from the main book of this game has a lot of awesome rollable tables and things. So with that, let me go ahead and have our guide roll a feat die, a d12.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Did it not roll? What's going on? Hang on. Something happened with the dice tray. There we go. 9.
9. Awesome. Okay, yeah. So you're walking along the road. You have not seen anybody traveling in either direction. You've not passed anybody on the road, and you've not seen really anything off the road in the wilderness on either side. As you get to this point, it's kind of getting close to the end of the day. You're going to be probably looking to set camp at some point. You are walking along, and your foot hits something just off the edge of the road. Something your boot hits and kind of clangs as resounding of something that is metal that is maybe like half buried in the earth to the side of the road.
Oh, I'm gonna investigate, see what it is.
Okay.
What did you find?
Oh,
What was that?
patience.
Why
I'll
are we
dig it up in a
stopping?
moment.
What is it? What is it?
Yeah, you begin clearing. You kneel down and begin clearing some of the dirt away, and you find a helm
Oh,
that is
wow.
half buried and kind of dented and weather worn.
Is there a head in it?
No, there is no head in it.
Oh.
Silly hobbit.
Yeah, but looking at it, you see that it could probably be repaired and polished. It bears the crest of the kings of Arnor and might once again protect a noble brow.
Okay.
But you find an old helm half buried in the dirt.
Those are your descendants.
They are?
She points at Dura here,
Oh.
the Ranger of the North. This could have belonged to your great somebody.
I seriously doubt that, lass. But yeah, maybe.
Yeah, table lore. I'll say table lore when I'm about to just say something that's table lore. He's the Ranger of the North. You know, they're descendants of the Dunedain. So, and that's who that kingdom was.
Lord drop.
Fornost Erin, I think is what it was called. But it fell.
Well, Mensa, all the hours with your nose in books has been paying off, I see.
And I'm gonna stow away the helm, I guess. Because
Yeah,
I'm a blacksmith, so you know.
we hobbits love stories and history, and we even the dumbest of us like a good tale.
Well, us dwarves, we like making stories. Out here on the road.
She that was her laughing with a manly voice all of a sudden. A hoarse manly voice.
So there's something in the rules of it's something called fatigue.
Yeah.
You get it from traveling a little bit, but I think whenever, let's see, you would only get it if you fail your travel roll. I believe that's how it works.
But I succeeded.
I'm just looking to make sure if there's any any other fatigue that you could get from traveling, but I don't believe so.
I like the travel. It's like I feel like in most games it's just kind of a generic. Like when we play Dragonbane, it's just kind of a bushcraft. But this is neat how it's each of us has a role to play in it.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too.
Yay! Travel rules. Finally.
It reminds me of whenever like you have like a shared thing, like everybody is on a like in a sci-fi game if you're flying a ship and everybody has to be like, I'm going to be on weapons and I'm going to be on piloting and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And everybody has their own roles to play. It does seem to feel like that a little bit.
That's cool.
Okay. So let's go ahead and so as the sun is kind of setting, we can go ahead and have the lost my journey. Have the scout look for a good place to camp.
I'm the scout, right?
Yeah.
Let me just make sure.
With Explorer?
That's correct. Yes, with Explore. So if you want to go ahead and make an Explore roll.
All right, I'll go check out. There might be a nice copse of trees nearby. And I'll roll. Just okay.
Yep. Okay.
Failure.
Yeah, so you're kind of the sun is setting and you are looking for a good place to set up camp. You see a copse of trees, and you think, oh yeah, that would be perfect. So you head over in that direction, and just as the sun is sinking below the hills, you hear the sound of flowing water, which makes you go, oh dude, even better. Fresh water, perfect place to set up camp for the evening. It guides you to a small gray pool fed by a spring running among some rocks. This refreshing site is a rare find in the barren landscape, making it seem like the ideal campsite. So yeah, you set up camp.
Yeah. So I'm totally convinced this is good.
Yeah.
So I'm
Nice
like, all
work
right.
doing here. It looks quite pleasant.
Yeah, so even a spring nearby.
Aye. And I'm thirsty.
And I'm hungry.
I want to smoke.
So let's see. Doing here in Regin, as you mentioned, you heard the spring. You're parched after a day-long journey down the road. You approach the spring, this pool of water, and go ahead and give me a let's see, observation.
Another scan?
Or a scan would be fine.
Okay,
Something
I'll do
that like some type of like observation roll.
Yeah, there's no observation, but there's
Oh,
a
yeah.
scan. There's an explore. There's I guess awareness.
Yeah, whatever you think would fit as you go up to get a drink of water out of this
All
pool.
right. Well, of course I'm gonna pick scan, so I have a higher success.
Oh, it's a great success. Oh, look at this water over here, friends.
Right. Yeah. So you approach the pool, and as you lean over to get a drink of water from the pool, you notice something glittering at the bottom,
Oh.
something that is catching the setting sun's light, kind of glints from the bottom.
Oh, is it pretty deep?
It isn't. It's right within reach, within arm's reach at the bottom of the pool.
Oh, well, I'm gonna try to snatch it up.
Yeah, you kind of get closer and reach your hand under the water to grab it. You see that it is an old brooch, piece of jewelry glittering at the bottom of the pool. And you reach out, and your fingertips touch this brooch as you attempt to pluck it from the pool. And
oh no, I
you
don't like the and.
you feel, you can't see it, but you feel what feels like fingers reach out from the rocks at the bottom of the pool and grasp your arm.
Oh,
And then
crap.
another one you feel come out of the pool and begin and grab your upper arm and it begins pulling you down into the water.
Oh crap!
And
Oh shit!
Help! That dwarf needs help. Get over here. There's something in the water.
Yeah, Dweener hears him call out, and he's like, "What in the blazes?" And he runs over to assist.
right.
Mentha will draw her bow and also follow, but keep distance.
Did you fall in the water?
I'm just
Currently being pulled in there.
yeah. I'm like,
Go ahead and make an athletics check to see if you're
Okay.
able to resist the pull of these ghostly hands as they attempt to pull you under.
Holy shit! Ghostly hands.
oh my god.
Aye, another
That's-
great success.
Yeah, you do. So yeah, you begin pulling back, fighting against that, and they release, and you kind of stumble back and fall just back on your butt, and the air or the pool kind of goes silent again, goes still.
Everyone,
Everything's fine.
stay away from shiny things. There's something in the pool.
I'm just laying there, just catching my breath, slowly backing up, scooting away to a safe distance.
And the brooch remains sparkling in the as the sun goes down. The moon comes out, and it's reflecting the moonlight as well. Anybody approaching the pool can see it glittering under the surface.
So I'm gonna look over to Mentha and say,
Mentha, I know you like shiny things. Stay far, far away from that.
All right.
Almost lost me arm.
That's scary.
Very.
So I'm looking at the journey rules.
Yeah.
"You're the historian and gonna be the rules master."
Well, I was just curious how it works. It is complex, but really neat.
What about him? What do you see?
Just the fact, so it looks like we're supposed to get fatigue no matter what, because I think it's like 1 per day of travel. But I'm not smart enough to fully understand if that's what I was reading just now. So I don't know. I feel like does this system that we're playing with auto calculate travel stuff for us?
I don't know. I don't know if it'll automatically auto do it.
I do know it recommended a Foundry add-on called Calendar, which I installed, but I think that might be more for. It just said tracking. I didn't look into it. I wasn't sure if it was like tracking seasons or actually travel days or anything like that. But
Sounds like a neat mod, though.
yeah,
I don't know. I really like the skill test stuff so far, and I'm really liking the journey stuff so far.
yeah, the journeys is cool. It's different, and I like the granularity of the success dice.
Yeah.
You know, where you can add depending on situations and abilities. And
because we were talking about anticipating this game, and that was one of the first things you told us, Matt, that we were going to probably like was like the traveling. And I'm like, as of right now, yeah, it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Look
neat.
in the main book and see what it says about it.
I could see myself.
Fatigue is a big thing. I want to make sure that if you are supposed to be getting it.
Yeah, it does make a lot of sense considering, you know, the stories were all about traveling.
Yeah,
vast
traveling is
distances.
important.
So I think, yeah, they needed to create a good travel system.
What page was I reading? Because I was reading where, like, if we have mounts, we take half as much fatigue. And then if bad things happen to us or we're in difficult terrain, we gain more fatigue than usual. Or if we force march.
Gotcha.
Viewers, if this is the first game you're watching, I am not this much of a prick. It's just we're learning how this game works together in a way.
Yeah.
And so
if you're new to the channel, that's what we try to do. We try to Matt's run this game before, not this starter set, but this, you know, the One Ring, but I've never played, none of us have played it, so it's going to be hopefully educational for everybody. So learn from us, learn from our
our blunders here.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I ended up Googling because the book it's not clear as to whether you automatically get fatigue just by traveling, whether you fail rolls or not, or whether you have an encounter that isn't a positive one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Everyone gains fatigue. Let's see. 114 of the core rules says how many? Page 114.
And it also does say at the end of a journey, each player hero can reduce their accumulated fatigue with a travel roll. A success reduces the total fatigue of a player hero by 1, plus 1 point for each. I guess that's the Gandalf rune roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ending a yeah, in the starter set rules, there's I guess probably just more concise rules about.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it says, for fatigue, traveling causes player heroes to accumulate fatigue points when gained. Fatigue points temporarily raise a traveling player hero's total load, effectively making it easier to become weary, etc., etc. It doesn't really say, though, like, let's see.
There we go. That's what I was waiting for. It doesn't really say.
Well, it talks about what fatigue is and how you get it, but then, let's see.
I think it's 1 per hex. That's
Really?
how I made sense of it.
Okay. Well, just to keep everything going, if we want to go ahead and just apply that. So looking at your sheets. Let's see.
Yeah, so it says a journey continues until the guide's marching test result matches or exceeds the number of hexes left between the company's current position and their point of arrival. So I'm guessing that's something, Matt, you have, I guess, you know that, whatever that is.
Yep. Yeah, I know the amount of hexes it'll take for you to arrive at the place where you're going.
Yeah, it must be one. It's funny because, yeah, it doesn't say in this book I'm looking at right now, unless I'm missing it, how much fatigue you gain.
I'm
Oh wait,
sorry.
here we go. Here we go.
It's
I
all
know.
my
No,
fault.
no, it's good. It's good.
Okay.
If the travel roll was a success, the event takes place at a distance of 3 hexes plus. Nah, fuck. Never mind. Anyway,
I
figure
do
it
know.
out.
Okay, so how the way that I worked. So you succeeded in your travel roll,
yeah.
but you didn't get any sixes for
Okay.
your roll, which would have allowed you to travel more hexes than just the 3 that you could do in a day. You would have been able to cover more ground.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of you're getting fatigued as you're traveling. It's just that's the nature of it. So on your sheet, under load, there is the fatigue spot.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone wants to go ahead and add 3 to that.
3 fatigue. Where is it again?
Down under resources, you have your load score, and there's a smaller space.
I see it now. So we put a 3
Hmm.
there. Okay, got it.
Okay, so we'll say that you've set camp, which is the end of today's journey. So if I could have the guide make another travel roll,
Okay.
see if you are able, you can go ahead and reduce any of that fatigue.
Extraordinary success.
Success. And let's see. At the end of the journey, each player hero can reduce their accumulated fatigue with his travel roll. A success reduces the total fatigue to a hero by 1, plus 1 point for each 6 rolled.
I rolled 2
So,
6s.
Yeah, so that would be, because it was a success and 2 6s, that's 3 taken off of there. So it sounds like everyone has to make the travel roll, not just the guide, to reduce your fatigue.
But
so
I can
everybody
reduce mine
else-
back down to 0 now?
You can reduce yours back to 0. Yep.
Heck yeah.
So everyone else, go ahead and also make a travel roll.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Ooh. Automatic
So,
success.
Zero, you got an automatic success, no 6s, so you can reduce yours by 1. You can drop your fatigue down by 1.
Sweet. I
And
failed.
unfortunately, Dwun and Menthaw did not succeed in their travel rolls, so their fatigue stays at 3.
All right.
I will research in between sessions just to make sure that's correct, but
No, that made a lot of sense. That's exactly what I was just reading. I'm like, oh shit, we're doing that now. Okay. I was about to bring it up, and I'm like, oh, no, we're doing it.
okay. So, the night goes on without incident following the frightening occurrence next to the pool. Does anybody else want to attempt to you might gather at the edge of the pool looking down at this glittering object underneath, and after hearing what had happened to Regin, is anybody looking at that and go like, maybe I should go ahead and get that, I should give that a try?
Hells no. Mentha she'll do her job of being a lookout, and she'll keep an eye on that water. Make sure no ookily spookilies come out.
What was the associated role?
It was let's see.
To escape the ghost hands?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was athletics.
Athletics.
Yeah.
I'm favored in athletics.
Oh, so he's like, I'm going to go check it out.
Snatch that coin out the water.
Yeah, if you'd like to try and get it, you can absolutely roll an athletics check to see if you're able to.
I don't normally do this kind of thing, but yeah, I have no coin right now. And he's like spits on his fingers a little bit, and he reaches in real fast, and then so yeah, I'll roll athletics.
Oh, nice. Success.
Awesome. Yeah. So you reach your hand under the water to try to get. You feel the same thing. You feel these ghostly. Can't see them. Just it feels like somebody is grabbing your arm and is trying to pull you underneath. But you reach in, you grasp the brooch and pull it, and are able to pull away from the grasp of these ghostly hands. And you have this old brooch. This has probably been under the water for a long time, but still is still shining.
Oh, look at that.
Looking back at the pool,
Ounce of tarnish.
Yeah, no tarnish. Just it looks ancient, but it still looks it's still very, very shiny. You look back at the water after pulling it, and you see that the pool, the bottom of it changes shape. You can suddenly see bones and fragments of corroded armor visible at the bottom that you couldn't see before, poking out of the different rocks at the bottom. But now
my word.
you were able to resist the curse of this pool.
So I kind of run up behind him because I'm shocked that he just went over there and just, stuck his hand back in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Doing here? You're a madman, lad. But you got it. Let us see what you have.
Yeah, and he produces. He shows it to him.
Yeah, what is it? What does it look like?
So the brooch itself is not of like the modern style that people are wearing now, and there's filigree on it that indicates that it's been under the water for a long time, and that it's of the style of it is of an ancient design. You don't instantly recognize where it could have come from, but it seems to have been kind of like looking at the situation itself. It seems to have been placed there as a way to draw people to the pool.
Ah, interesting. Huh. Well, I don't
know
recognize it.
Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, I don't recognize it. I can't picture it in my mind. It's just ancient and alluring. I can't look away. Here, take it.
So I start kind of like staring at it and then just throw it back at him.
Yeah, he takes it back. I'm like, huh. I mean, it is quite beautiful, but I can't tell what it does. But I assume, based on your reaction, it's luring.
I can't look upon it. It's like looking at the most beautiful jewels. So you keep it covered, keep it to yourself. I worry about Mentha. She may be drawn to it.
And he kind of wraps it up in like a little piece of cloth and stuffs it in his like a bag or like a pocket.
Mentha will turn to Gira.
What was that he just stuck in his pocket there? Did you see it?
I think it was a piece of... It was shiny.
Yeah, it was shiny.
Hey, what do you got over there?
Yeah, what was that, Eagle Nose?
Oh, using the name.
It was indeed a shiny.
Yeah, but what kind?
Never ye mind what kind of shiny it was.
You know what? They ought to call you Raven Nose instead of Eagle, holding on to the shinies like that.
I'm only on it until we can sell it for some more coin.
Whatever you say, Raven Nose.
And she'll She'll go back to scouting, or not scouting, looking out.
I didn't see either of you snatch it out from the pool. The pool's grasp.
I didn't know it was there.
Oh, did they not?
My character didn't.
Yeah, only your two characters approach the pool at all.
Oh, okay.
All right.
As Mentha walks past to go to do her lookout, she gives a little jab tap at Kira, and she says,
I'm calling him Raven Nose from now on. He's holding all the treasure to himself.
I like that. It's accurate.
"We are just adorable." All right, so I'm on lookout.
Yeah. So yeah, you set up camp in your just off to the side of the road in this copse of trees. Yeah, go ahead and give me an awareness roll. Lookout.
Time for me to do my part.
Oh,
Yeah.
missed
So
it by one.
you.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. So 17. You needed what, an 18?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. So you
Too
as
fixated
everybody
on the
else heads down,
shinies.
you kind of watch. You're watching around. The moon is out, so you got a good view of the road and the surrounding wilderness, kind of keeping an eye out for anybody that might be any dangers that might approach the camp.
Mm-hmm.
And then you wake up and you realize that you had fallen asleep while keeping watch, but you look around and you see that everyone else is asleep as well and no one noticed, and luckily nothing happened in the night.
Oh. So she's just smoking her pipe, nodding off here and there, and she's just glad nobody noticed that she did a bad job that night. I might not be cut out for this, sleeping outside in the sticks.
But yeah, you manage to wake up before anybody else does, and just as the sun is starting to rise, starting a new day of journeying, hopefully to reach your destination. So you pack up camp, and you at this point realize that it's probably a good point for you to leave the road and traverse the actual wild on your way to your destination. So if we could have the guide go ahead and make another travel roll.
Okay.
This music's great.
Oh no. That shiny thing rattled me. I can't find the way.
Dang, I rolled a 1 on my feet die. Dang. Or no. A 9.
Yeah, you rolled a 9, and then 3 2s.
Oof.
All right. So let's see. Go ahead and give me another a feat die roll. See if anything happens. 7.
I wonder if I
Okay,
can roll
yeah,
a feed die. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know. Yeah, it would be cool if you could, but I don't know how to do it. So
How to do what?
how to just roll a feat die
Yeah.
rather than just rolling a d12.
Ah.
But yeah, so you're walking along. You have exited the road and you're walking through like basically open plains, heading towards the hills in the distance. And as you're walking, you step on a bit of ground that gives way underneath your feet.
Oh man.
And you tumble into a small hole. And you look up and you're about 10 feet underground. Maybe it used to be an old hunting, like a trap.
Uh-huh.
But nothing dangerous at the bottom. You just took a bit of a spill. I wonder if there is falling damage. Let's see.
So I'm just.
Yeah, you stumbled into an old hunter's pit.
Oh, I need to watch where I'm going. You there?
And I'm calling up to my company, my party.
How
Anyone
far
got
did
a
he
bit
fall?
of rope?
You really like being underground that much?
Ah,
Hey, yo.
Yeah, let me help you.
Very funny, bringing out the dwarven jokes, I see.
I guess I'm 10 feet down, so
Yeah,
We
that's
have-
that's a decent drop.
Yeah.
it is a pretty decent drop. Yeah. So go ahead and give me a. Let's see.
And I have rope.
I roll this. I
Oh, you
think.
roll? You roll something?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, I don't know if that's good or bad in this game. I think it's bad.
While this is
You
kind
lose
of
one endurance.
Okay. One endurance.
Yep.
Mentha
Alright.
is she's plopped her bag onto the ground. She's fishing through it, and she pulls out her useful item, rope.
Ah.
And even though we technically don't have rope on the thingy, it's used. It gives you an extra die in athletics.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Is its purpose.
Okay. Awesome. So you lower this bit of rope into the hole as Regin is kind of like banged his head on a rock as he hit the bottom of it and took a little bit of an endurance hit, but only one endurance loss. So you can go ahead and make an athletics roll.
Okay.
But when you open that the pop-up after you hit athletics,
Mhm.
you can go ahead and hit the down where it says bonus and penalty.
Yeah.
If you hit the 6 that is to the right, I believe it will add that
Nice. Yeah.
that
Okay.
extra die for you for your roll.
A great success.
Great success. So yeah, without issue, you're able to pull yourself back up.
Okay. Yeah.
Up and let's see.
Mentha's recoiling the rope and has a slight disappointed look on her face. Oh, well, it was a clean piece of rope. Now it's all dirty. She slaps it like on the side of her pants to try to get as much dust and dirt off the rope as possible.
I just humph.
So I'll say with the great success, you know now the signs of the pit that you stumbled into,
Mhm.
and you know to avoid it in the future.
Okay. Good. Does that like give me a bonus to a roll if it happens again, or is that just something I just don't have
Yeah.
to deal with? Okay.
Let me see. It's under degrees of success.
As much as we've been struggling with this game, it's a lot of fun.
No,
So
that's cool. I like it.
yeah, I like learning these rules.
Yeah, it's just the rules are new, and there's a lot of little things like this. That
Well,
Mhm.
it's not. Yeah, a lot of games like you'll see. Oh, this maps to this maps to this, but this has a lot of actually pretty new, fresh.
Yeah, good
Stuff.
variations that can
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of the game so far, Ducky and Kirk?
It's different, very different. Just trying to absorb everything I can. But
That's fair.
Yeah, it seems interesting. But yeah, I'm hanging in there.
I really like the traveling so far.
Yeah, the traveling's cool
Yeah.
because, like, I mean, usually when we're playing, traveling in a game, we just kind of, all right, roll a roll, or this happens, take watch. But this is cool how there's all these random tables and
Yeah.
stuff.
there is a way to spend extra degrees of success. Let me find that again real quick.
Oh, really? I was curious about that because I was reading
Yeah.
the starter set rulebook and it was saying how there are degrees of success, but I don't think it said how to use it.
Yeah, I know that the rules are definitely a little bit more stripped down for the starter set.
Yeah, it makes sense.
But let's see. A roll that achieves a target number and produces one or more of the 6, like the icon. If you rolled a 6 on your success die, results in an outcome of a superior quality. Musician performs particularly well. A lookout spots enemies at a longer distance. An orator succeeds at galvanizing a larger audience. The greater the number of success icons, the better. So with a single, the player hero's accomplishment was out of the ordinary, a great success. If you got more, 2 or more of those icons, if you rolled more 2 or more 6s, the result is exceptional and memorable, an extraordinary success. When making skill rolls, and if a finer level of detail is desired, players can specify what their superior result means by spending their rolled 6 icons to trigger a number of special results.
But I guess climbing out of a hole really isn't. There's no other than it looking really cool, maybe.
Right. Well, I'm just looking at your roll real quick. Yeah, the extra success. So you could spend that extra success to do a few different things.
Mhm.
You could cancel a failure if a skill roll involves multiple players. You could help another player who failed. The failed roll is considered a success. Score an additional success. You could gain insight related to the task at hand. You could achieve your goal noiselessly or without otherwise attracting attention. You could make haste, or you could widen influence. So there are things that you could spend it on in order to help in the future.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so as you pull yourself out of that hill and you finish your journey, everybody go ahead and add 3 more. Oh no, everybody go ahead and add 3 more fatigue.
Okay.
And you get through to the end of your day as you start getting to where the hills begin to grow, and it becomes the journey begins to get a little tougher. So you have been following a tortuous path across the North Downs for some time when you finally see it. The hill that Rupert spoke of rises within a small wood, its summit mostly barren. The ascent, you can tell, is actually going to be pretty easy. It's not a very steep hill. But yeah, you can see it basically in the next hex over.
Mhm.
This hill kind of rising.
Oh, I see it.
Right here.
So you could, if you'd like, you could choose to camp here now, or if you would like to press on. The difference would be if you do camp, you'll be able to try and relieve some of that fatigue. Or you getting there, getting here, you could go ahead and head up to the hill and possibly camp there, but you're just not sure if you're going to be able to.
Can we see this thing he saw on the hill right now, or is it just the hill right now that we can see?
You can just see the hill, but
Okay.
you can't make out much detail in it. So we could have the let's see. We could have the explorer attempt to find a suitable place to camp down here before, if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's evening, so.
What say you, Ranger?
Yeah, I could find a place. Yeah, as long as you're wanting me to.
Yeah, so go ahead and make a
Explore.
an explorer roll, please.
And can I add a hope point to this roll if I wanted to?
Absolutely can. Yeah. So just deduct a point of hope from your pool, and then add a bonus success die to your roll.
Yeah, 'cause on the roll pop out window, like there's a hope point bonus die button,
Oh, that makes
and it automatically subtracts it, I assume.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Let's see what happens.
Thank you, Foundry.
Mm-hmm. No,
Still a failure.
Yep, and it subtracted it.
Okay,
Damn.
I'll say that you can find a place to camp, but it's not going to be that comfortable. So I think that everybody can go ahead and make a travel roll, but do it with a penalty die.
so that means we click to the left, right, of the...
Correct,
the
the one
left
that
six?
has it crossed out.
Yeah. Oh, that's no good. Oh, man, we're all failing.
Sorry.
Yeah, just not a great night for everybody.
I'm
Across
gonna
the
also
board.
spend. We can spend a hope.
Well, you got to do it before you roll.
To counteract that, yes, you can do that.
Sorry, because I think I have. Oh no, mine's separate. Something else. So I won't spend one. We'll just roll.
So yeah, you camp. You definitely don't have a great night's sleep.
Is there any penalty to failing this roll, other than like being
I
uncomfortable?
don't think so. I believe it is just
We just keep all the fatigue we got.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's what it seems like. Oh, I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh, it's all right. It's been a long road. Understandable.
But waking up in the morning, you are able to get a fresh look at that at the hill. You approach, and I'm going to move you over to a new scene, and I'll tell you what you see, and then I think probably that's about time.
Yeah, we're about 2 hours recorded in. Yeah.
Okay. So let me go ahead and move us over to that scene.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what you see. So the ascent is easy. and you quickly climb. You quickly reach the top. Sparse grass patches cling to the rocky soil, where 5 grim, shadowy stones jut upward like the fingers of a skeletal hand. 4 of these stones, grouped together, their foreboding shapes mirrored by a solitary, thicker yet shorter stone standing on the opposite side. A terrible reek hangs in the air, emanating from a shallow pit dug in the middle of the ring of stones. And as you look inside the pit, you discover the source of the vile stench, a large, decaying carcass swarmed by flies.
Wow. Can we tell what the carcass is? I guess probably
Yeah.
not from... Maybe not quite yet. I don't know.
What's that up there?
Oh, whatever it is, it smells foul.
I think I'm going to be sick.
You're a bunch of babies. It's just something dead is all. Smells like death. But I guess we'll have to find out
Next time.
next time.
Next time. So
Dragon
yeah,
Ball.
we'll go ahead and put a pin in
Cliffhanger.
it here as you're getting ready to explore the top of this this hill.
Cool. Any last words, Matt, before we shut it down?
No, I'm excited to
Okay.
see where it goes from here. The way that it's set up in the book, each section of which there are 3 of this starter adventure should take an entire a session, a gaming session. So we're right on schedule. You got
Awesome.
here at the end of the first part
Nice.
was arriving at this hill. So
Cool.
Wow, that's got to be a first, right?
I know, right? We're actually not taking forever. Holy crap.
well, of course, I prepared, way further out in case we were like, let's get there, and it takes us a half hour to arrive to this point. But yeah, right on schedule.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you with more One Ring next time.